You know this club, I'm on YGO Master. I'm going to be showing you some replays today. I'm using Dictator D with the new Blue Eye support. Dictator Dick, as I used to call Dictator D, is not so much an old Blue Eyes card because it released in the Battle of Chaos set, which I really loved. The Battle of Chaos set gave us Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon support, and it was pretty much what got me back into like buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards physically. Such a nice set. But anyway, yeah, so you wouldn't really run Dictator D anymore because you just don't really need it. However, what I liked about using Dictator D is that it saves you from pretty much, you know, just wasting your normal summon on it. Whereas, you know, you would normally normal summon Sage, get Maiden, and then Mausoleum and all that. But yeah, if you special summon Dictator D, and you can also send Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the graveyard. Oh, this is against Malice to replay, by the way. Oh god. Also, in all of these replays, I did not win the coin toss once, so I'm pretty much going second every duel. And this is against, yeah, the meta Malice, and I'm going second, and Malice is doing its thing, you know? So, yeah. I didn't use Infinite Permanence. Oh yeah, because my opponent already had the Field spell, so I'm like, whatever, I don't care if you get another spell card, that's fine. But yeah, just I like how you can special summon it, then send Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the graveyard. My opponent left there, I guess I just stopped them with some hand traps I had. Well, what did I even do? I didn't even look. Effect Veiler. So I used Maxi. Okay, Effect Veiler screwed my opponent over, apparently. And also had Infinite Permanence in my hand, but yeah, okay. But yeah, you don't really need Dictator anymore, because it's good, but like, it's just another card you can't search for, and it's nice for the battle phase, and the Link summoning is cool. Maybe I'll consider using Dictator Dick again, because in this deck I was only running one copy. I didn't want to have my deck like, you know, in like 50 or something. I think it's usually at 44, and then I put Dictator D and it was at 45. So I didn't want to put another one in. So I thought one is fine, you know, get to see it in action. But yeah, just what I find cool about Dictator D is, yeah, sending Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then you can link summon Spirit Fires of Blue, and then once you get Mausoleum of White, you still have two normal summons. Well, one is any normal summon, and the other one has to be like, you know, the tuner, level 1 tuner. But yeah, that was cool. Maybe I might use Dictator D and Primite Dragon. Because what I like about Primite Dragon in my Blue Eyes deck is that if I summon Primite Dragon, then Sage with Fires of Blue, it's pretty much impossible to summon Dragon Master Magia, because I need Master with Fires of Blue, or Kyberman the Legend, which is not masterable yet, to summon Dragon Master Magia. But if I can use Dictator D, then normal summon Primite Dragon, then again, I don't know. Then I get Maiden of White with Sage, and then I use Maiden of White to get unless I get Maiden of White to get Sage from my deck to my hand, and then I target... No, Sage to get Maiden of White to activate True Light, get Wishes, activate Wishes, get Sage, and then target Primite Dragon to summon Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. So my opponent had that XC, so I was praying for Infinite Permanence. I was like manifesting Infinite Permanence, and I got it, which was nice. So I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Just pretty much kept attacking here, right? Yeah, just my opponent left. That was against another meta deck, Fiendsmith, and I was going second. Okay, not bad. I think here I summoned Dictator D, or it's the next one. Yeah, just there wasn't too many duels with Dictator, unfortunately. Just couldn't really see it. But I was happy with just the one duel. Is it here? No, it's not here. It might be the next one. I'm pretty sure it's, you know, yeah, I think it is the next one. Or is it here? No. I'm showing this duel because I think my opponent just has all these hand traps, so I feel like this is a valid duel to show, you know? I don't know, why not? I didn't bother special summoning. I don't want my opponent drawing cards. So my opponent is special summoning this. I use Maxi. And my opponent used Ash Blossom. So there's nothing I can really do about that. I have another Maxi in my hand, but obviously I can't use that. So my opponent summoned that. Activated that. I used Dominus Purge. I'm not going to let you draw 2 cards because it seems like you got bricked. I don't want you getting cards to help you. You only have 1 card in your hand. My opponent Link summoned this. And I was just like, good God, man. Fucking I hate Fiendsmith so much. But I knew I was going to do just infinite permanence here. My opponent won't be able to do anything. They'll attack the White Stone of Ancients. I'll summon a Blue Eyes monster. And that'll just pretty much be the end. Well, my opponent did that for more damage, but who cares? So attack the White Stone of Ancients. Not sure why they did that. They probably should have just stayed there. But then again, I guess I could have just Link summoned and all that. Yeah, true. So I got Master Fires of Blue. Activates effect to get the White Stone of Ancients. Why not? And then my opponent left. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I was gonna do a lot of things after that, so it makes sense. But yeah, destroying the meta, going second. 3 times in this video. I think Dictator is here or the next one? Yep, here. Here's Dictator. I feel like there's another duel where my opponent just got bricked. Yep, they just had 1 face down only. I think it was just a lot of hand traps. I wouldn't say bricked, but yeah. So I used Maiden of White. My opponent used Called by the Grave, unfortunately. But that's okay. Look at this. Dictator Dick. Activates effects and Blue Eyes White Dragon. Another thing I like about Dictator Dick is once you use it, your opponent just uses Maxi, and if you can't negate it, well, your opponent draws a card. So this is what I mean. Yeah, I haven't even normal summoned yet. So I Link summoned Spherifires of Blue with Dictator. That was nice. And sent Blue Eyes as well. You know what? It does help a lot with Indigo. Indigo Eye Silver Dragon. Definitely. Definitely. Because sometimes it's a bit hard to have Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field and in the graveyard. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it can be a bit difficult. Just depends on the situation. Here I just attacked and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna summon Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, then I summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, have this negate end roll, so I'm sort of chilling. Then my opponent used that, and I'm like, nope. That would have screwed me over, but luckily I had Primite Dragon. Works so well with Blue Eyes, I love it. So now I have a negate on the field. My opponent used Harpy's Feather Duster, and I'm just like, okay, that doesn't get destroyed anyway, sure, who cares. And then my opponent used this. I haven't seen Flunder these nuts in such a long time. Good God, I hate them. But I feel like me using Droll screwed them over. Because they weren't able to search like some other stuff. Like that stupid green monster that just destroys cards in the field. I don't know. You know which one I'm talking about. I don't know, but I'm just so happy to never see this deck. Like I hate it so much. But yeah, my opponent currently summoned the Penguin. Here I was pretty much just going to summon Indigo, but I think my opponent left as soon as it went to my turn. Because yeah, my opponent realized they were screwed. Because yeah, Indigo would just... Because I think apparently, yeah, monsters in attack position can't activate their effects. But monsters in defense position can. So I was going to summon Indigo in defense position, negate the Penguin, but yeah, my opponent left, so I was still going to win anyway, so whatever. As the last duel, it says I'm going first, but I lost a coin toss, so obviously my opponent let me go first, even though I you know, I was like, sure, why not? Thank you, after going second. So many times in a row. I have not won the coin toss in some time, even after this. Just, I mean, I have, but like, barely. So my opponent used whatever the hell that card, whatever the name is, I always forget. Marsh something. Marsha, I don't know. So I summoned Sage, got Maiden of White. Seems like my opponent doesn't have any hand traps. They have Lancia. I was a bit annoyed because now I can't summon Dragon Master Magia, but my opponent left anyway, so that was nice. But yeah, I was just annoyed because with Lancia, which apparently people don't run as much now because nobody's using Malice, even though a lot of people are still using Malice and a lot of people are still using Lancia. Why would you think people would stop running Lancia now that Ryzel's in the game? People are still going to use Malice, obviously. Like, come on. Malice is such a strong deck where it just keeps going and going. Of course people are going to use it still. And of course people are going to run Lancia. And yeah. Alright, going to end it here. I won't bother showing the deck because it's just how I usually have it, just with Dictator D. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.